Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn, and today's article is coming to us from militarytimes.com, and it's titled, "A Staggering Number of Troops Are Fat and Tired," report says. I was in the military, and I don't need a report to tell me that a lot of people in the Army are fat and tired. I had one of the fattest guys in the military as my platoon sergeant when I was in.
Was he cool?
No, he was a douchebag. He was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the crappier food you eat, the worse you feel.
Like, he used to yell at me if my uniform was dirty. Meanwhile, he's using a military uniform that had to be special made because he was, I don't know, this dude weighed like
Of
at
larger
least 500 pounds.
stature.
This guy was
Husky.
500 pounds. Yeah, and he claimed it was because he had a brain tumor that never actually affected him. He like forged paperwork. Yeah.
Wow.
I should say his name right now. That piece of crap. Yeah.
So
Anyway.
yeah. So it's
Fattest
like
guy in the Army.
jelly donut.
Yeah, we got a picture here. How did they take this picture?
It reminds me of that movie with Private Pile and the jelly donut in the barracks.
What's that?
And he got in trouble for it.
Full Metal Jacket.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
A number of overweight military personnel paints a grim picture of the military's fitness standards. Yes, it does. A 2018 RAND report on health promotion and disease prevention has painted a grim picture of the military's physical fitness and sleep standards. I also want to point out that these are probably like not infantry. We don't have obese infantry,
Right.
That's not a thing. The study, because I mean they are extremely strict. It's like the different jobs, like there are desk jobs you can sign up for.
Right.
And those guys are just... The study, featuring roughly 18,000 randomly selected participants across each of the service branches, showed that almost 66% of service members are considered to be either overweight or obese, based on military's use of body mass index as a measuring standard. BMI is so garbage. If I gain 10 pounds, I'm obese.
It seems like the bone density is a better way to judge.
Well, that's why BMI is garbage.
Yeah.
BMI is garbage. It's always wrong. If you have more muscle, it's usually wrong.
Yeah, because I've met people that are like 5 feet tall, like men, but they're wide and they have obviously have huge bone density and they're just bigger.
Yeah, like
big
Joe
frame.
Rogan. I wouldn't
Sure.
say he's fat.
Not at all.
He's definitely obese by
not.
the BMI, though.
I don't know.
While the number of overweight service members is a cause for concern, it correlates with the obesity epidemic plaguing the United States, where, as of 2015, 1 in 3 young adults are considered too fat to enlist, creating a difficult environment for recruiters to find suitable candidates for military service. Wow. I got out in 2015, and they were actually in the middle of kicking out a lot of people because, you're too fat. I know a lot of people who were really upset. They were like, I'm getting kicked out because I'm too fat. And there was nothing they could do because this one dude, he was just 7 feet tall and huge.
Right.
And he was like
Like a
muscle.
tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh, you're obese. And he's like, what do you want me to do? Stop eating?
Yeah, and that's definitely goes back to using
BMI for this stupid study.
Yeah.
I guarantee a lot of people are overweight in the military, but the military does have a standard, and those people are currently worried about getting kicked out. Everyone who's overweight is always at risk of getting kicked out, and if they want to be in, they're worried about it. I guarantee.
66% is a huge number, though, too. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, it's got to be way higher though because BMI is garbage.
Right.
But anyway, broken down by service, the 2018 report lists the Army as the branch accounting for the highest percentage of overweight troops. Yeah, see, that's what I would have guessed. I'm sure there's fat people, but not the Marines. I can't imagine there's fat people in the Marines. They would be gone in a week.
So do they give different? Is it all the same food across the board of every branch, or do they give different food to Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force?
Well, I mean, you're allowed to eat whatever you want.
I'm saying, do they provide the same
Like when you're on a
brands
mission,
of food to eat all the time?
probably. Like if you're on a mission, MREs are the same with every branch, I assume.
Right.
And I've only had them from the Army, but
I'm just saying,
Same
does the
stuff.
Army give people fattier?
there's
food or
cafeterias for the new recruits who live in the barracks and stuff like that. But even that's not horrible. I mean, it's just cafeteria food. You can pick salad or cheeseburgers.
something? Right.
You get a choice.
Right.
The Army was followed by the Coast Guard. Yeah, that makes sense too. I would have guessed Coast Guard was higher. 67.8%, Navy 64.6%, Air Force 63.1%, and Marine Corps 60.9%. There's no way, man. They're using messed up statistics of the BMI to make it look like this is in like everyone is obese, or does it say
Right.
overweight or obese? I guarantee that is not true. You walk around the army, there's a lot of fat people, but there's a lot of fucking people who are obsessed with exercise.
Okay, yeah.
Another glaring area of concern highlighted in the study was the inability of service members to get adequate sleep.
And like I know that if you get enough sleep, it helps your metabolism and your thyroid and everything that helps you burn fat. It's sleep, beneficial sleep helps you get good.
It's all part of being healthy.
Right.
Nearly 9% of military personnel reported taking sleeping medications either daily or almost daily in the day. Daily sounds like during the day.
Which sucks because then you're probably going to need it later because you've become like so accustomed to taking it for years,
A 2018 RAND study highlighted the prevalence of sleep deprivation and the use of sleep medication among service members. Yeah. The Army reported the highest rate of sleep concerns, with 10% of soldiers routinely consuming sleeping aids, Marines 9.9, Airmen 7.5, and sailors 6%, rounded out the troubling category. In terms of problematic sleep patterns, 59.4% of soldiers reported getting less sleep than needed, and 33% answered that the lack of sleep contributed to being regularly bothered by an energy deficiency. I know a lot of people in the Army are on Adderall. Not a lot, a good chunk of people,
Right.
Personnel from the other services, especially the Navy and Marine Corps, reported experiencing the aforementioned sleep issues at a similar rate. An extensive 2017 review of inpatient and outpatient records dating from 2005 to 2014 for active duty military personnel found that both insomnia and sleep apnea are on the rise, according to the Journal of Sleep Research. Hey, I'm in that study, 2005 to 2014.
Really?
Yeah. What was it, 2011? In the military, they diagnosed me with sleep apnea. Yeah. But sleep apnea is usually caused by being overweight.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's caused by a deviated septum. And that's why I sound like I'm talking through my nose right now, probably. I only have one nostril. Fun fact,
sucks.
guys.
That
I have
sucks.
two nostrils, but one of them is sealed off by my cartilage, which is bow-shaped. I can still breathe through it, barely. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Sleep disorders are a serious problem that interferes with the ability of soldiers to do their jobs effectively. Harris Lieberman, study author and military nutrition specialist at the U.S. Army Research Institute of Environmental Medicine in Natick, Massachusetts, told Reuters.
That's a sentence right there.
Yeah, that was fucking annoying. I don't even know. Similar sleep concerns in the Navy's surface fleet were heavily scrutinized this year in the wake of the service's fatal collisions involving the destroyers Fitzgerald and John S. McCain. Wow. There was a crash? I didn't hear about that.
Neither.
Fatal collisions involving the destroyers. Two destroyers crashed into each other? And
Like anytime there's any Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, like news about something crashing or a mistake or an accident, I always think the story is going to be bullshit. And I always think that they're just making up. It's like, I know that they're going to lie. They're going to be like, oh, it blew up because it's a training exercise, or it wasn't our fault, or it hit a
no,
rock.
they
It's like,
admitted it looks like.
they admitted
sleep
something,
issues.
but it's definitely not the truth.
In response to sailors' reports of sleep deprivation, due to the Navy's furious operational tempo, top brass implemented a policy featuring overhauled watch schedules that better align with sailors' circadian rhythms, a move designed to allow for improved rest periods. I think they do like 8-hour shifts. 3 shifts, unless it's 12-hour shifts. I don't remember. The RAND Report's Health-Related Behaviors Survey has been issued periodically for 30 years by the Department of Defense in an effort to best gauge the condition of the country's fighting force. Survey items traditionally examined include health promotion and disease prevention, substance use, mental and physical health, sexual behaviors, and deployment experiences. So, do you have any thoughts you want to close with?
Like, I don't know. We should all stop eating crap, especially jelly donuts.
And sleep.
And
Sleep and
more.
get sleep. And yeah, I don't know. My thoughts are there are very overweight people in the Army. I know that firsthand, and I kind of wish they showed a picture of my platoon sergeant in this article. He would have fit so perfectly.
As technology gets better, though, with weapons and stuff, soldiers could be fatter because they have to run less, do things less. In like 150 years, if there is still militaries, they'll probably just be huge fat blobs that just sit behind
Remote controls, yeah.
like South Park when they're
No.
playing video games.
Yeah, you eat what you want. We don't care as long as you can roll into this chair for 8 hours a day. We're good.
Right.
Or maybe the chair's remote control too. Like
would be
like that
awesome.
movie with the robot
Like
in the future.
Yeah, like
Forget what
when you
it's
go to
called.
the store and you don't want to walk, you just get one of those.
Yeah,
things.
those things are great. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Like the video if you want. I really don't care. I mean, I do, but I'm pretending I don't, to be honest. But see you in the next video.